Every successful audit starts with two things: a solid plan and a well-defined audit charter. But what makes these elements so crucial? Let's break it down and see how they set the foundation for audit success. Hi everyone and welcome to Audit Cyber Group. I am Nitin Gupta, an IT audit expert with 15 plus years of experience helping organizations navigate the complexities of audits, compliance, and cybersecurity. Today we will be diving into pillars of effective auditing, audit planning, and audit charter. By the end of this video, you will know how to create an actionable audit plan, what an audit charter is, and why it's your guiding document. How these elements work together to ensure a smooth audit process. Stick with me and you will gain actionable insights you can apply right away. Now, what is audit planning? Audit planning is the initial stage of the audit process. It helps to establish the overall audit strategy and the technique to complete the audit. Audit planning aids in making the audit processes more structured and objective oriented. It is the roadmap of the audit process, detailing what will be done, who will do it, and when. An audit plan is a stepwise approach to be followed to conduct an audit. It helps to establish the overall audit process in an effective and efficient manner. It should be aligned with the audit charter of the organization. To plan an audit, the information system auditor is required to have a thorough understanding of the business processes, business applications, and relevant controls. Audit planning includes both short and long-term planning. Now, the key elements of audit planning: scope, what's being audited, is it IT systems, compliance, control, etc. It defines the details of each audit, what will be audited, by whom, when, and who will be audited. It lists all the elements you want to audit. This is done by the processes, departments, or clause by clause. So one needs to start with clause 4 if you talk about ISO 27001 ISMS. Objective is to what are you trying to achieve. It also defines periodicity of the audit. It should be mentioned in the audit planning. Resources means time taken to complete the audit, team, and what tools would be used. If there are several departments, then the contact person for each of the department, as these people will be able to plan time for you. You need to identify areas of high risk to prioritize them. One of the criteria for audit planning is to have an audit universe. All of the significant processes of the enterprise business should be included in the audit universe. Each business process may undergo a qualitative or quantitative risk assessment by evaluating the risk in respect to relevant risk factors. Risk factors influence the frequency of the audit. After the risk is evaluated for each relevant factor, criteria may be defined to determine the risk of each process. The audit plan can then be designed to consider all the high risk areas. Audit plan should be reviewed and approved by top management. Generally, approval is obtained from the audit committee of the board. Example I want to give with related to audit planning is: imagine a security auditing a company's cloud infrastructure. Planning ensures you know which servers, account, and data centers to examine. Second is, why is audit planning important? Here are some of the benefits of the audit planning. It helps auditors focus on critical areas, saving time and resources. Ensures audits are aligned with organizational goals and regulations. Audit planning reduces surprises during the audit process. It helps in the identification of resource requirement to conduct the audit. It helps to estimate the budget for audit planning. It also helps to carry out audit work in a defined structure, which ultimately benefits the auditor as well as the auditee units. So, for effective audit planning, it is of utmost importance that the information system auditor has a thorough understanding of business process applications and controls. The basic architecture of some of the commonly used applications and their associated risks are discussed in the next topic. So, audits with clear plans are 30% more efficient. Now let's talk about Audit Charter. An internal audit is an independent activity. An audit charter is a formal document that defines the audit's purpose, authority, and responsibility. An audit charter forms the basis of structured audit planning. It outlines the overall authority, scope, and responsibilities of the function. It establishes the role of the information system audit function. So there are many features of audit charter. So it is a formal document defining the internal audit objective, authority, and responsibility. It covers the entire scope of audit activities, and this must be approved by top management. An audit charter should not be changed too often, and hence procedural aspects should not be included into. Also, it is recommended to not include a detailed annual audit calendar, including things such as planning, the allocation of resources, and other details such as audit fees, other expenses for the audit, and so on in the audit charter. An audit charter should be reviewed annually to ensure that it is aligned with the business objectives. Audit charter includes the following: the mission, purpose, and objective of the audit function, the scope of the audit function, the responsibilities of the management, the responsibilities of internal auditors, the authorized personnel of the internal audit work. Its key components are authority, who can access record and systems, scope, what areas and system will the audit cover, accountability, reporting structure and rules. For example, think of it as the constitution of the audit, granting the audit team the authority to proceed. So how audit planning and charter work together? The audit charter provides the framework while the audit plan executes within it. The charter is like a compass showing direction. The plan is like a GPS guiding the day-to-day steps. The audit charter allows the team to access our department's data. The plan determines how and when this access will be used. So let me give you some tips for creating an effective audit plan and charter. You need to involve stakeholders, get input from management and key departments. Be specific, avoid vague goals, define measurable objectives. Use tools, project management tools like Trello or MS Project Streamline Planning. You need to review the regularly, update the plan and charter as new risks emerge. Document everything. Ensure all decisions and changes are logged. So, what's the biggest challenge you have faced in planning an audit? Let me know in the comments. If this video is helping you, hit that like button and share it with your team. Thank you for watching. If you want to learn more about audit execution or compliance framework like ISO 27001, check out our other videos linked here. And don't forget to subscribe for weekly insight into IT audit and cybersecurity and compliance. See you next time. Thank you.